All right, we'll be starting here in just a moment. Up a little bit here. Gonna get the TikTok started. There we go. All right, just waiting for TikTok to come along. There we go. Okay. Volume down over there. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Derek, and I am the owner, creator, and head silicone slinger here at Omni, where we make silicone sculptures. All right, so it's going to be a fairly quick one today, but I've got a custom order here for a giblets in A25, and we're going to be using the Glacier colorway. So, let's see here. First thing we're going to do, just double check our mold, make sure everything looks good. Give it a little spritz of the no stickums. A little sprit. And now just keep the silicone from sticking to the mold. All right, how are things looking over here? Are we actually in front of a camera? Are we looking? Okay. I think we need to be over here a bit. Going to move this. Turn this over a bit. There we go. Okay. So, this is going to be a 3-color pour. This is the Glacier, so this is going to be very icy. It's going to be very cool. Nice summertime kind of thing. I'm just going to take a second, make sure I get all my pigments ready. This is a really nice blue. And we've got our white. And the third color is actually going to be clear, so that's a fairly easy one to do. Alright. So the first thing we need to do is get our silicone together. Recipe. Alright, we got our part A in here. Now we're going to add a little bit of retarder. A little bit warm in here, and my A25 tends to go a little bit fast. So I'm just going to take some of my part A here and mix in some retarder. That's just going to slow the curing process down. Alright. Now we're just mixing that retarder in. There we go. Now we're going to add our part B. Maybe another 125 grams. All right, and part A and part B are here in the cup along with the retarders. So now my clock has started. By the way, if you have any questions about the process, drop them in the chat. I will get them as I can. I want to make sure you scrape the sides, scrape the bottom, scrape all the bits. It's on. Good. Sometimes I forget to turn my microphone on. Okay, so we've got our silicone mixed. Now we need to section off what we need for each of the colors. We've got about 240 or so grams here, so probably about 80 grams per color. There's one. And there's two. Now, like I said, this is a 3-color pour, but one of the colors is actually good. I'm going to do that right there. Then, what we need our white. Make sure I'm in front of the camera here. We're just going to add some white pigment to the silicone here. Yes, we are making silicone sculptures. Yeah, sculptures. That's the word we'll use. All right, there's that white pigment in the silicone. And yeah, there's a bunch of air in here. We're going to take care of that here in just a minute. Now then, the blue. Now, again, this is supposed to be glacier, so this is going to be a, I want it to be kind of a pale blue. So we'll start off with the blue. That's pretty good, but it's a little bit transparent. I'm going to add just a bit of white to give it some opacity, and it's also going to pull that blue down just a little bit. We're going to desaturate that blue into something a little bit more icy. There we go. Something like that. Well, all right. Mixed in very nicely. There we go. Then we're going to drop these into the vacuum chamber and pull all that air out of it. And into the vacuum chamber. By the way, this is a really good time to ask questions if you've got them. Good question. Do you smooth your 3D model before making the mold? Yes. This particular one, I smoothed with a acetone vapor bath, and actually, a lot of times people use ABS for making their 3D prints because you can vapor smooth it, but I use ASA. It's just a little bit easier to print. It's not as finicky as ABS, but you can still vapor smooth it. Start asking, what are we making? We are making silicone sculptures. Numerologies. How do you keep the colors from mixing when you pour? Part of that is you just accept that they're going to mix to a certain amount. The other half of that is viscosity. Something that has a very low viscosity like water or alcohol, those mix very easily. But things that have a higher viscosity, like silicone or some thicker oils or maybe honey or something like that, they don't want to mix as much just because the molecules want to stick together. And so they mix a little bit on their at the transition zones, but not very much. Still got a little bit longer on the vacuum. Good questions, by the way. If you got more, I'm happy to answer them. We did get our mold a little bit of no stickum. This is a mold release.
It's called Man Ease Release 200. It's just a little spray. Just give a little spritz. Sarah, I'm sorry. Ah, okay. Sarah, does the mold spray leave a film? I guess technically yes, but it doesn't stick. It washes off very easily. So there is a very slight film, and that's basically, there has to be a film there in order to keep the silicone from sticking to itself in the mold. But it washes off very easily. Nice shirt. Who is that? Bella Boy. Bella Boy? Bella Boy? Bella. Yeah, this is my my little Ponies of the Apocalypse shirt. Putting it somewhere near the camera here. Susan asking, what are we making? We are making silicone sculptures. Hey, Michelle! Yeah, I have not been live on TikTok in a while. TikTok is kind of, I had to take a step away from it. It was not helping my mental health, so I had to step away. But I have been doing live streams on YouTube quite a bit. Every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Time, I do a live stream, and I have been interviewing other makers. So, yeah. Oops. I made a mistake. Nothing that you guys would ever see or notice or anything, but my valve is directly above my silicone, which means that when I release the vacuum, it's going to blow straight into my silicone. You have to be very careful not to just crank it open and it'll just blow the silicone all over the place. I have to go very slowly here. There we go. What is it a sculpture of? This one happens to be the giblets. All right, so we have our clear. Now we're going to add our blue right on top of that clear. And basically, we want to be fairly gentle with it. We just spent the last several minutes pulling the air out of this silicone, so we don't want to introduce any more air that we don't have to do. Then we're going to take that white and drop it right on top of that blue. We're going to create kind of like a bullseye. So we got the clear on the bottom, then the blue, and now the white is going right on top of that. And I'll bring you in here a little bit closer here in a second, so you can see that. And we'll bring you in. Let's take a look. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't make everybody dizzy. But that's the silicone we're working with. All right. So we've got our mold. Make sure it's turned the right direction. And we've got our silicone. We're going to try to pour this in one smooth motion. Oops. Bring you guys around this one. That's the way you can see what's actually going on. There we go. Okay. One smooth pour. And you can see there's just a little bit of mixing at the edges, but generally speaking, there's not a whole lot. You can see the ribbons of the clear in the base there. And I'm just going to top this off real quick. This last little bit of silicone in there. By the way, I'm going to hang out for just a few minutes, answer questions if you got them. But it's going to be a fairly quick one today. I'm just going to sign our artwork here. A little flowery kind of design. And that is how you pour silicone. Sarah asking, when will it be done? With the retarder on this one, it's probably going to be close to 2 hours before it'll be cured enough before I can take it out of the mold. Sarah asking if I can tag you. That would be hard for me. Number one, I don't think I can tag anybody that I'm not following. My phone is over there, so I can't get to it. Actually, if you want to see the finished product, go to the website. There's a link in my bio. Go to my website and look for the Glacier, and you'll find it. Lexi, Nicole asking, how can I get in this profession? Kind of a weird little thing, but I started off doing silicone molds for resin casting, and I was like, what else can I do with this? Because, I mean, yeah, I can make resin molds, but what else can I do? And I came across this, and I was like, huh, I wonder if I could. And then I did. Frosty, pull it out of the mold. I cannot. It is, it's going to take about 2 hours to cure. Martini, sounds fast? Yeah, it is. At about 2 hours, it's a fairly quick silicone. Wiles, can you show us one that's out of the mold? I cannot do that on TikTok because it's too spicy. Frosty, this is going to be a long live. No, it's not, because I'm about done. And maybe later, maybe tomorrow I'll do a live and demold it or something. I might. So, if you're interested, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, whatever it is that you do on whatever platform you're on. I don't care. Some fancy wine corks you sell. Yeah. Lexi, you are welcome. It is a silicone sculpture. Okay. Yeah, if you're interested, there's a link in my bio. Hit that. You can see. That'll take you to a page that has links to my social media: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, maybe Facebook, Patreon, my web store, my website. All the stuff is on there. My YouTube. Every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Time, I do a live stream on YouTube where I interview other makers who make very, very similar things. Actually, this Sunday I have, well, he goes by Shop Dad, but he is a big old geek, as big a nerd as I am, and we're going to talk about all the geeky parts of being in this business. From 3D printing to finishing, how do you polish, even how do you make molds, all the different things. So we're going to be on YouTube, 7 o'clock Central Time, live stream, and yeah, jump over there, give me a subscribe or whatever it is, and you'll get an alert whenever we go live. You weren't kidding! It's a doinker! Ela Dana, I love this and I don't know why. Because it's beautiful. Art is beautiful. Should start doing the weirder ones. I like what I do. So I found my little niche. I'm happy with it. All right. Last chance for questions. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up and get out of here. You got 30 seconds. Drop your questions in the chat. Otherwise, I'm out. Like the tentacles, huh? I do have one that looks like a tentacle. It's not really a tentacle, but it's called the parabolica. If you're interested in something that has that kind of sinuous organic shape, check out the parabolica. All right. With that, I am done. I am out of here. And we will do this again sometime. Okay, everybody. Bye. Bye. All right, button. Who's got the button? How do I shut this thing off? Is it this one? I'm not sure. How do I do this?